The guys built some prototype parts when I was still in the office. I didn't have a chance to get out there and get all of it filmed. So we got a couple other processes on this. We'll try to do better in recording more of the actual manufacturing in the future. Something. I was going through a keepsake box, cleaning my closet yesterday. Yeah. You gonna come help me with this?
I guess.
We're just mounting stuff on here, we're test fitting, we're talking about it, we're doing what we would do if we wasn't working on us. Welcome to video 3. You really don't need all this up here anymore. Ready for version 2? We'll do the toolbox first. Clayton robbed our toolboxes. I told him to leave me this toolbox in case of emergency. I could take it off. Because we're waiting on that supply of shipments. So that shipment's I didn't do my best on it. Never mind. It's right in front of my face.
It's conveniently located. Hopefully.
You think bolts in or out?
I think I'd put them put the bolt heads out, but it doesn't probably matter really.
The only reason I say that.
Won't catch the chain on them, I suppose, if you put them in.
Yeah, if you put the bolt heads on the inside, you're not catching the chain on it. That's how I try to mount them when I do. The saw boss you have to mount. I'm not going to be standing on this one.
I guess you just wanted me to weld it.
What we're doing right now, we don't really need it. And it's at 90. What do you think about reaching in here? I'm going to grab a couple files, kind of play around with it, see, give me your thoughts and opinions when I get back. Okay, give me the rundown. What do you think?
Well, it seems to be at a pretty good height for a person my size.
Is this a bad idea?
Well, it is for that file.
Say it again?
It is for that file, wedge.
It is for this wedge. Yeah. I should have grabbed the wedge that I had to measure before just making a slot.
Swing and miss.
Wins and we lose some.
I think that stuff sticking through there is potential for some risky business.
Yeah. Particularly with the tire.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll catch a tire, but maybe. With this machine, probably not. With a larger machine,
Totally possible.
potential. I mean, it's going to go up proportionally, but the toolbox itself seems to be at a pretty good height.
We're going about this wrong.
I think we're trying too hard to replace the current wedge and file hole part that we have. The idea is good, but I don't think it's terribly practical, unfortunately.
Especially in that location.
And that, yeah.
Yep.
I think if you didn't want to have the wedge and file holder and you buy the toolbox, you just stick them in the toolbox.
Yeah.
And then you're,
Then you have your wedges and your files. Because you can put them in the toolbox.
right.
Yeah.
Does that wedge
So
fit in
that
that
brings
toolbox?
to,
Does that wedge fit in that toolbox?
I don't know. I think this is a 12-inch wedge and a 14-inch box, so I think it's going to. Oh yeah. I see you put the impact in there.
Well, that's how I knew if it was good height. I found myself some tools and put them in there.
That's fair.
That seemed like a good idea.
The toolbox entirely. We've had a number of comments of people saying to get a toolbox that opens sideways. And I almost wonder if it's worth looking, trying to find something of similar quality and value that we can do something similar with and mount it. I mean, in this orientation, but it's opening the other way.
Right.
Because I think we're forcing a toolbox that we have into a location that it doesn't like. That's my take on it.
Potentially.
I'm going to take a stab at research this weekend and see if I can find something.
Flambeau may even have one.
They might. Yeah, they got a huge catalog. I'll look through it. All right. Well, there's that. And then you reaching in there, you have this edge you have to reach through. Would it work? Yeah. I don't really like it though.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best spot for that stuff.
That's a good spot for it.
It is.
Yeah, this needs to be welded. I mean, this one's fine, obviously, because we're just doing the mock-up, but
Yeah, it needs weld.
it'll definitely need weld for production. Where did that ratchet and wrench go?
It's in the toolbox.
Oh, got it. If you're watching this, it's, what time is it? You have a watch.
5 after 5.
That time, on Friday, everybody else but Andrew and I are gone. And we're just, we made these at the very end of the day. Andrew made these at the very end of the day.
It was a group effort.
Okay, if it was a group effort, it was between you and Mike. I didn't do any of the send you files. I don't know why I did that. The next one, I am more excited about now. Andrew. Oh. Let's put that together. That was excessively tight. How low is the temp supposed to get tonight? I'm not sure. I think it's like 55 today.
It was warm.
Also snow. It did snow later in the day. was thinking as I was bolting this on, of taking this fire extinguisher carrier off and putting another chain box side of it. V2 gas and oil carrier. So all the hardware is put from the inside out. It's a little long. We'll definitely want to go with some shorter ones. It still has the slots in it for the strap. It just now has kind of this side profile around it. So we'll see if we can get it to sit in there, and we maybe don't need to use the strap is the ultimate goal. The top one can be this way. Should have a toolbox and impact on it. Yes. We want those strap in there? Probably. It could still be used with it. And then if I take any pictures afterwards on it, it's going to look like the strap is entirely gone. Which is the case. And I did this to myself where I put the damn thing on before I put the strap in it again.
At least you're consistent about it.
Thanks, Bob. In the last video, as I was putting the strap through, and I was fast forwarding the video footage, I put a little note saying, do this first. Yeah. Note to self, do this first. This back one is kind of difficult to get to. I'm taking it off. Thank you. I appreciate that. I put your drainage holes in there you requested. What was your request? That was Mackenzie's request. We should definitely be giving her credit. I'm trying to. I'm sorry, Mackenzie, but I just gave her credit. You hear it? If you hear the cow in the background, it's a banding machine. It randomly just starts making noises. Works great, love it, but it's definitely noisy. I'm assuming Andrew's gonna go turn it off.
I can. I wasn't going to, but
You walked away and disappeared. I think you were walking to go turn it off.
no, because that kind of makes a mess when you turn it back on.
I don't want to listen to the cow in the background of me staring at this to edit it, and then everyone has to listen to the cow. I put that bolt in the wrong way. Oh, this again. Putting this through here is terrible. It's just not fun. And it hurts your finger. And I really hope the straps the way you ordered are better than this. There it is. We had a number of people say that they wanted to use a combo can that had gas and oil in it. And we used to sell one of those. And we have a holder that's built for it. But they stopped making them. The company went out of business. And as far as I can tell, there's no EPA approved version of that available for sale. You can buy them in Canada, you can buy them in Europe, you can have them imported from China, but there's nothing that's been approved by whatever, it might not even be EPA, whatever government agency it needs to approve it. I talked to the wholesaler, and that was what, he said the same thing. He said there was no approved version. So I can't suggest or supply those cans, but I can say that the overall footprint of this is larger than one of those cans is. And I think everything's still gonna fit fine. I'm gonna grab a couple gas cans and test it out though. Okay. Briggs and Stratton can, which is our biggest, and square. I can't see that falling out there. What we're thinking at the moment is that we'll offer this in two versions. One with just a strap, and then one with this outside side piece. And that'll still work. If you wanted to be really extra cautious, maybe we'll offer a third version with a strap and the sides. I don't know, that'll take some feedback. If people ask for it, then we'll change the listing, or maybe we'll put it all up there, and then if it doesn't ever sell, then we'll remove some stuff. But that's just initial thoughts. The fire extinguisher is cool. I'm assuming somebody's gonna watch this. So if you made it this far into the video, should I keep the fire extinguisher on here, or should I take it off and put something else there? I was thinking, I don't know if you're able to hear it or if we'll make the cut, but I was thinking of another chain box right here. So mounting it this way, and then you have two locations for chain. So I'm looking down here at this. I'm thinking to myself, well, there's the part that I would use. Then I was thinking, if I take this toolbox tray off the side, I could mount this entire thing in this orientation right here. And the chainsaw would be on the outside, and it wouldn't really work because it would block out the tractor. But it would be kind of funny because it would literally come out to like here. You wouldn't be able to get on or off the tractor. So I think that a lot of people would have lots of things to say, and that might be a funny clip to make and do whatever with it. I'm gonna get the guy's opinion on Monday with this before I put the video up. I'll probably take some pictures of this and post them. Maybe I'll make a short. I don't know, we'll see. I thought I was done for the night. And I remember I had this whole thing. And I don't really know why I'm bringing it over here other than just to put it in there and see what it looks like. Okay, not getting two of them in there. Going this way. I would say that's probably one of the worst containers you could put in there. So don't use one of those. Now I'm finding myself grabbing random things in the shop that I can find to see if they'll fit in there. Son of a gun. Well, it's going to block out the chainsaw, right? Yes. Hit. That doesn't block out the chainsaw. It's sitting down, right? Yep, it's sitting down. Huh. That's not good. The wire is sitting right on the metal. So the wire is something you'd really have to watch out for. But it could work. That was kind of funny the way it was. That's not going to help the cause. Let's see if we go away. Interesting. My dog? Doesn't sound like my dog. Finding more stuff. Not ideal. My thought was if you had a bunch of these, you'd stack them up. I guess you could probably do it this way. It'll fall all over the place. I don't know, you could get enough in there. Rows like this, and a couple here that they would all stay standing up. There's a whole bunch of little storage. You only need so much little storage on a tractor, so I'll say probably not. The real test would be to see if I can fit this. It's windy out there. Doesn't fit. I couldn't find anything else that just looked like it wanted to go in there, so we'll circle back to this when the guys are back. We'll get their opinions. We'll go from there. Laying in bed that night, I ended up redesigning this in my head. So we're jumping right into the next revision of this product. We're not going to get any more feedback from the guys on this version, but we will in the next one.